Authorities in KwaZulu-Natal have warned residents and motorists to drive with extreme caution as some parts of the province continue to experience persistent rainfall. A number of roads in the greater eThekwini metro area were flooded as a result of heavy downpours which started in the morning. The torrential rains also led to some localized flooding as well as left business premises in surrounding areas of Durban underwater. And besides a few vehicles stuck in flooded roads, there were no serious incidents reported. Disaster management teams have been dispatched to monitor flood-prone areas. SABC News reporter Simphiwe Makhanya and video journalist S'bu Tembe visited some informal settlements that are prone to flooding.
Persistent rains have caused some localized flooding here in parts of KwaZulu-Natal. You'd recall, of course, that this province is quite prone, to that kind of situation whenever it rains. And we are coming to you now from the M19 in Quarry Road, which has been partly affected by the ongoing rains that we have been experiencing in KwaZulu-Natal. We are now going to speak to the Red Cross and welcome Mr. S'bu Tembe, who's going to give us a sense really of just how dire the situation is on the ground based on the report that you are getting. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, sir. Currently, as the Red Cross Society, we are the leader in the UNDRR pillar number 4, which focuses on raising awarenesses. We're always working with the disaster management centers as well as the South African Weather Services, where we get messages and then we convey them to the communities. As you are saying, Quarry Heights is one of those communities that have been affected for quite some time, and we're here this morning to raise an awareness about that communities must be very much aware of what could happen. There is extreme rain that we are expecting. And that they must report if ever there are any incident, and they must also avoid unnecessary movements. As we are here, some of our team members are heading to KZN because of a number of incidents that have happened that side. So we are also shipping some of our relief items to provide for the people that are affected.
What sort of relief items are we talking about, and how dire is the situation on the ground?
The situation is quite dire in KZN because there are some houses that have been totally damaged. So it means some people are left homeless. So we've mobilized and moving some temporary shelters, which are tents that are going to be used for the people so that they can be able to sleep in. We are also moving food as well as blankets and mattresses so that they are able to be warm because of most of their items are also damaged as well.
In an area such as this one where we are, whenever it rains, of course, it becomes an issue, particularly for those who stay in the shacks that we can see next to the water stream. What message are you sending to those people who stay in such areas?
Mostly these communities, they have like evacuation shelters that are around, which are usually community halls. So we are appealing to the public that as soon as they are seeing that the water levels are actually rising, like the river that is close to the informal settlement here, they must evacuate and report to disaster management as soon as possible. So we are urging for them to also avoid unnecessary movements, to report as soon as possible. Yeah, because they've experienced most of these incidents previously. So we are really appealing for them to work with the disaster management centers so that we do not end up losing more lives.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Well, that is Mr. S'bu Tembe, who speaks on behalf of Red Cross here, just really unpacking the situation that is unfolding in some parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Of course, as you heard him mentioning the area of KZN, saying that their teams have been dispatched really to try and assist those that have been affected by the localized flooding that has been experienced in that part of the province. And of course, roads as well have been affected by this persistent heavy rains. Where we are, it has started to subside really, but we have been driving around just keeping an eye on the roads, and I can tell you that the M19 here is one of the roads that has been severely affected. We see teams that have been trying really to assist, particularly with the drainage system that normally experiences, this type of situation whenever it rains here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. We have been in contact as well with the COGTA department in KwaZulu-Natal, and they are saying the teams are monitoring the situation across the province, and they are busy trying to compile really the information as to how bad the situation is and how many people have been affected by the persistent heavy rains. And of course, the word that has been issued by authorities is that motorists need to exercise extreme caution, particularly during this particular rain situation that we are experiencing in the province of KwaZulu-Natal.